and I'm going to use the black to crochet over it. But basically I'm going to measure out, I'm going to put these together and measure out a certain length, okay, that I want my drawstring to be, okay? And you can make it as long or short as you want. And actually, I think I'm going to add the green in there as well, so that I'm able to braid it. So I'm going to measure out a certain length, however long I want it to be, and I think that'll be plenty long. I'm going to cut all 3 of those. Okay, and now I'm going to tie a knot at one end. Okay, and then I'm going to braid these. You can have someone hold this, or you know, you can set something heavy on top of it. Use my Uno cards that I just dropped all over the place and braid basically one strand over the other like that, all the way down until you get to the other end where I will meet you. So just continue braiding, and I'll meet you once I get to the other end, and then I'll tie a knot at the other end. And then we're going to crochet this drawstring to this hat using the black yarn. Alright, see you there. Alright, so as you can see, I made my drawstring pretty long. The toughest part about that was making sure that the tails closest to you as you were braiding, like at the other end, didn't get tangled up. Okay? So now I'm going to just tie a knot like that, and then I'm going to go to the other end where I started and just make sure they're all the same length. So just cut them down. Alright, toss this excess. Alright, so now I'm going to just put the drawstring along the rim. I'm not going to include this part, okay? I'm only going to crochet the drawstring to this top part where I bind it off at. And I do need my black yarn. Okay, so I'm going to just lay that on top, and then I'm going to go through the tops of these. I'm sorry that this is black, but it'll be okay. Actually, maybe I'm going to use the size 8. Use a smaller one. I should be able to get in there a little bit more easily. Yeah, I think that's a little bit more easily. Alright, so put that on top, your drawstring on top. Yarn over with the black yarn, pull through. Okay. So I'm there, and now I'm going to yarn over and pull through, creating a single crochet. Okay, and now I'm just going to go in the top of every stitch like that. So where I bind it off, these should look like chains or the tops of stitches, right? Like that. So just keep your yarn that you're working with in back, put the drawstring on top. Alright, now yarn over and pull through. And then loosely crochet a single crochet. And just keep doing that. Loosely single crochet. So once again, I apologize for the black. Here's the top of the stitch. Should look like a chain. Okay, put your drawstring on top. Now yarn over, pull through, crocheting over the drawstring, and loosely crochet a single crochet. Alright, so you're going to continue doing that all the way until this edge, and I will meet you there. I just want to show you that you can, if you don't have a smaller crochet hook, you can use your size 10 that you've been using all along. So once again, just go into the top of the stitch, slicing the icing off the top of the cake. Put the drawstring on top, yarn over, okay, pull to the front, yarn over, loosely crochet the single crochet. Okay, so you can use the crochet hook that you've been using all along. It's just easier if you have a smaller crochet hook like the 8 to get into the stitches that you made with the 10. Okay, but I understand that you may not have that smaller hook, so I just wanted to show you that it can be done with the one you've been using all along as well. Alright, now I will meet you once I get over here. Alright, I've made myself to the other edge, so now I'm going to chain 1, cut my yarn, fasten off, and then I will just weave this tail in using my darning weaving tapestry needle. Okay, so just feed it through the stitches, the tops, and the middle, but be sure not to hit the drawstring, okay? We don't want to, in fact, I would just go through the tops because you don't want to hit the drawstring. If you weave this through the drawstring, then the drawstring won't be able to pull through the area, right? Okay, so just be very careful where you're weaving. I'm going to stay in the top area, okay? And then I'll cut this down. Once again, I apologize. I know it's black, but I love black. I use black a lot. Okay, so now we have these drawstrings that you can pull from side to side. And I can go back in later and tighten these braids up. They're tighter at the ends than in the center. That's of no consequence though, okay? But the point is that you can pull this and make it as tight or as loose as you want, okay? So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. Hopefully you have enjoyed today's video. That is going to be it for this one, but I'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, happy crocheting.